For nearly 100 years, the Chicago District Golf Association has stood for excellence in this extraordinary game of golf. Now the CDGA's magazine comes to life on TV. Chicago District Golfer celebrates the traditions of the past while connecting with the present. It's a golf show that is sure to inform and to have a little fun along the way. For what's important in Chicago golf, it's Chicago District Golfer TV.
The highly anticipated Ryder Cup is here. We're at Medina for a preview. We'll find out about a new Champions Tour event coming to town. We take a quick ride to an Illinois course with a patriotic feel. Club Champion talks about the importance of puring. We'll recap the Illinois State Amateur from downstate Marion. Plus, we'll meet the brothers of the Village Links of Glen Ellen.
Chicago District Golfer TV is presented in part by your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana BMW Centers, Wilson Golf, MB Financial Bank, Club Champion, and Athletico.
Hello, I'm Jill Carlson, and welcome to Chicago District Golfer TV and Medina, home of this year's Ryder Cup. You know, amateur golf is the essence of what the CDGA represents. Let's head south now and take a look at the annual battle for state supremacy. The links at Kokopelli in downstate Marion was the site of the 82nd Illinois State Amateur Championship. 138 of the state's top amateur golfers teed it up on day one, the first of 3 days of sweltering heat. Two-time Illinois State Am champ and perennial contender Todd Mitchell felt that heat, but that didn't stop him from posting a score of 4 under 66.
It was hot with no wind, and it made the golf course play probably as easy as it could. But I had a lot of good shots and only made a couple bad swings and 2 bogeys, and other than that, it was a pretty good day.
Winnetka's Jimmy Slovitt and Jack Watson of Lincolnshire also played well in the first round. Slovitt drained this 12-foot birdie putt on 8 to card to 66. Watson matched him with a bogey-free round, and that's 1 stroke behind first-round leader Quinn Pershall.
Most of it was just hitting fairways and greens. I missed a couple on the back 9, but for the most part I putted well, and I was able to take advantage of my opportunities.
Day 2's moving day. Only the top 30 in ties qualified to play on the final day, so there's work to be done. Mitchell came out hot, firing another 66, including this birdie on 8. With temperatures approaching 100 degrees, he's glad to get in his first round before the real heat came.
You felt the heat a little more on the back 9, and I'm glad I'm not going out now.
Others were not as fortunate. The heat seemed to take its toll, especially on first-round leader Pershall. He shot 2 over and fell back to a tie for 3rd, but there were still a grueling 36 more holes to play on the final day, and there's still time to bring back some of that day 1 magic. Mitchell started off well. He got it to 9 under, but not before a bit of drama ensued. On his 18th of 36 holes, he flew the green by a lot and wound up in the parking lot. A tournament official witnessed the ball disappear down a drain. After a discussion with tournament staff, he received free relief. But Mitchell wasn't out of the woods yet, figuratively or literally. After a spectacular escape shot, he managed to save par. It wouldn't be enough, though, as he wound up in a tie for 3rd at 5 under. The rest of the day found most of the field wilting in the heat. Watson, who once held a share of the lead at -9, wound up 12 shots out. Jeff Miller was in contention after 3 rounds in the 60s, but trouble in the fescue sunk him during his final 18. Derek Meinhardt was one of the few to make up ground on the final day, shooting 6 under during his final 36 holes. But that's only good for a runner-up finish. The first-round leader, Pershall, found his game and persevered. He had the flat stick working early, stumbled a bit at the end, but still walked away with the trophy and a 2-stroke victory.
Actually putted very well till we got down to about 16 through 18, and nerves kicked in a little bit, but luckily I had enough strokes to work with to hold on.
So the young Pershall is the victor, followed by Meinhardt at 6 under, with Mitchell and Brian Bullington at -5 and Jeff Miller at 3 under par. Up next, it's off to a place where a pair of brothers have been a fixture since the late 1960s.